Wait, what? Oh, wait a second. I'm on my main anyway. Is this even working? Alright. Stream's up, but it's not working. Oh, the heck. Everything here. Sorry guys, I'm still trying to get set up. So you can see a lot of different things changing here. Victor, I am on Asura. There we go. Now that it's all. I don't know if there's anything I should do with my webcam. Now the question is, I think we're set now. Never did one second, just my TV. I apologize guys for the late start and still being mismatched and getting configured. It's been a project to go now. Alright. So the question is, what to get into? Let's see if there's any scouts for the embassy. With dogs. I don't even remember that one. Did I do that one? I think I have. Still have my Unity here. Alright, so now the question is, what do we want to do? What do we want to get into? Like I said, I want to take a... I know I need to go back at some point and finish doing all the stuff in Sky and getting the Jovian aberrations. I don't feel like doing that tonight. Something else will come along later. Actually, I just thought of something that might be interesting. Let's figure out what else I want to do. I've not done... What is it? Any Mars or Venus orbs. And actually, yeah, I can do Mars right now, since, you know, technically the month just changed. Yep, wrong area. Well, I'm glad that they helped you. And welcome back to the game. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Game audio sirens up. Okay, I will adjust it. I'm using XSplit now, and I'm not 100% sure how to adjust it. Turn the sound down in game, but that's not what I'd like to do. There's a volume setting here, but it's not doing anything. Oh, there we go. Well, that was awkward. To make that change, I had to go through and do all this different stuff. There's like an audio setting right here at the top, and it doesn't do anything in adjusting it. I don't know, I have to play with the software some more. So let me know if I need to adjust the audio anymore. Hey Shin, it's going well. Yeah, just trying to get started, you know, streaming again for the new year. So let me know if I need to do any more adjustments for the audio or anything. Okay, great. So yeah, let's see. Let's do some treasure stuff. Oh, do I already have a Mars orb? Yes, I do. Yeah, so I'm using now XSplit rather than just the Elgato software for streaming. That way I can do, you know, webcam and hopefully be trying to enhance the stream, you know, a little bit more. So let me know if I need to try and make any tweaks and stuff. Oh, that sucks. First chest mimic. I've had that happen too, which is pretty crazy considering it's what, 1 out of 10. Oh, guess I did use it and didn't throw it away. What is it? Friend of mine's gotten some pretty good stuff out of. I know they got an Omen body. I think the pet one, and then they said they also got a Tartarus male from doing this. Oh, great! I didn't even have to leave because I. I don't even know how many slips I have. I should have a decent bit stored up because I just haven't really done these. So I think it'll be fun to do them on stream. Is anyone who's in the chat, has anyone gotten a party together and actually tried killing the mimic? I tried killing it solo, and that of course failed miserably. But it was interesting. I actually was able to, what is it? I believe I went out on Paladin. I was thinking I'd just survive and hopefully have trust to try and take it out. And I made sure I put on, I can't remember what it's called, whatever the was it Twilight Helm and Mail. So basically I had re-raise. I was actually able to re-raise and get far enough away from the mimic, so when I got up the second time, I didn't actually aggro him. But not that that made any difference, because it's like, okay, then I rested the full, tried taking him, and yeah, just could barely put a dent in his HP, so. Well, that's cool. I'll have to go and look for that video. Alright. Nice! Well, that's just a thud, that's not a loud thud. Should I keep going, or should I think actually, no, I'm just gonna take it with a thud. Is that dreaded coupon? Ooh. That will be very nice for blue because it has fast cast, and I don't even really have any fast cast. Where does this even come from? Huh? Ah, it comes from the Shadow Lord high tier battle. Huh. Okay. How does that compare, though? How does that compare to the body piece you can get from, was it Fenrir's high tier battle? Because that's the one I use for fast casting on my main for like all my mage jobs. Where is Fenrir? Yeah, that has 5 fast casts. The nice thing about it, though, it does have 2 refresh and 13 cure potency. Not that blue can cure, but a 7 fast cast and then 2 double attack. I mean, it's definitely a decent piece. All right. Let's go get a Venus orb and see if we can get anything decent. The other concern, no, I got space. Although I'm gonna have to probably try and do something to make space once I'm done before doing anything else. It should be interesting to see how many slips I have also. Okay, so we could do 3 Venus orbs. Let's do it. Now let's go here. It's going to be easier just to be able to run back to the home point rather than having to use a warp thing, since going to Gideus dumps you, what is it, out in West Saruta Baruta, way off track. All these noises. Alright, so half of it's down. Nice. Yes, Julia, I am back. I, needed a little bit of a break. With all the different things. Ooh! Couple of money items in there and then a bewitched crown? Well, that's not what I was thinking it was. I think I was thinking that was the befouled crown. So honestly, this actually wasn't as good as I was thinking it was. I mean, some decent money items. The male in the cuticle I know is worth money. This thing's kinda eh. First off, the only one who's really gonna get any use out of it is Ninja, because of the dual wield, and even then... I mean, it might be decent for a glamour piece if you want to be wearing a Yagudo headpiece, and I don't know if it has any, like, special things with the Yagudo, but even then, it's like, eh. And for a second, I thought that was the, whatever the crown you can get from, Vagari. That's what I was thinking that was for a second. The witch crown, that's probably not worth any. Let's even see, how much is that worth? It's the NQ, so... yeah. Like 70 to 100k, not really worth much. Alright, well, let's get another one, try again. Still happy about the one fast gas piece I got from the Mars orb though. Yeah, I saw it was the Quadavs, but I don't remember what the strategy is with them. So I should have done more ambuscade last month. I like didn't really get much of anything last month. Let me look it up real quick. Kill first 2 ads, keep the 3rd ad alive. Boss can only be damaged while casting. Why do I not remember that? Now, like I said, I'm starting to think I didn't do this before. I know it's been Quadavs before. This last phase, boss only takes a damage during AoE weapon skill. They said it changed. Oh. Oh no. My headset is saying that the battery is low on it. Sure if it may be able to be charged while I'm still using it. And I can pull out my USB mic that I was using before, but I know everyone didn't like the additional noises it would pick up. So I know this is much better because it doesn't pick up all the noises. Ah! And first chest. Well, that was a quick orb. Alright, so I'm gonna go get the last orb now. Any suggestions on something to do? And I don't mind if anyone wants to team up and do something. Like I said, probably next stream I'll get back to doing all the stuff for progressing blue. I just wanted to, you know, switch it up. So if anyone has any suggestions, feel free to leave a comment, or if anyone wants to team up that's on Asura and just do something. Like I said, I'm just trying to chill and have some fun tonight. Level Dragoon in honor of jump update. Have to go unlock Dragoon first. What am I doing? Yeah, I didn't get rid of it. Does anything happen if you trade him back? Do you just take it, be like, oh, this is an empty orb like the other guys do? No. He's like, I don't want that garbage. Any other suggestions besides leveling Dragoon? That would be something to do. That is pretty cool, though, for anyone who doesn't know. They updated Dragoon and Dancer. Dragoon's jumps no longer share a timer, and all the waltzes don't share a timer anymore. So that would actually make Dancer a pretty decent healer as long as they can keep their TP up. And Dragoon, that's just going to increase your damage and TP gain. So, all cool stuff. We can go back here. This is the last orb. I'm trying to even remember, what do you need to do? You need to go to the maze. And I think first you need to go to Sandy. You gotta go to Port Sandy. I think there's an NPC you talk to. It's in like the cargo bays if I remember correctly. Then you need to go to Maze, I think, and find an egg. Then you go to the outpost, and then I think you have a BCNM. It's been so long. Alright, let's get the loud thud. I don't know, I don't have a good feeling about this one or this one, so. Now I'm just gonna take the thud. It's not worth losing all that, especially since I, at this point, have a third chance of getting the one dude. Yeah, the campaigns are a little weak this month. It's a light month. Yeah, that wasn't really worth it. Well, let's see if these claws are even anything. They're not half bad considering lots of jobs can use them. Plus additional effect paralysis? Huh. Yeah, that's actually not a terrible piece. Definitely would be worth like switching to if you're like fighting like the Cataray NMs, you need to use hand to hand. Yeah, that's not complete garbage. Wouldn't say it's like really good. So now let's try and make some space. Ooh, Dustin. So no other suggestions, guys? I guess am I gonna go unlock and start leveling Dragoon? I don't even know. What level are they? I don't think you get high jump until what? Near the 60s? So you can see, I have it pulled up. And jumps 10, high jumps 35, super jumps 50. Spirit jump is 77 and soul jump is 85. Alright, so first things first, let me go store these stones. So if we're gonna be leveling a job, you need some space. An apocalypse? I have other I need to make an Aegis first before I start making an apocalypse. And actually I was looking over the like relic list in terms of things. I think Apocalypse is the most expensive one currently. Aegis is actually like the cheapest currently, I think, with current currency prices. Yeah, but if anything, that's what I should probably get on is go farm some gil and, you know, be working on Aegis. Ooh. An APOC would be fun to have. No, it's a really strong weapon. Mainly for, what is it? I know it can heal you, which is a big thing for Dark Knight. Man, I only got 8 dust stem out of that pouch? That's lame. Well, I have 20 stored. Alright, well that made some space. Like I should make some more though. Kinda wanna toss this gear, but I might need to use it later for like showcasing stuff. I need to just sit down for like an hour one day and clean out my Mog house and all that stuff. Whatever. Let me actually, before I forget, I don't want to store these yet because I still need to upgrade them. Six hours for cleaning out your log house? Ugh. Yeah, it can be time consuming, especially when you're like, okay, I don't need this stuff, but I don't want to throw it away. Let me move it to like a mule or something, and then just the whole delivery box and like that can just eat up your time too. I think I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, let me. That's what. From my understanding, you use as long as your mug locker was open, you should have been able to access it anywhere. And what I've seen from recently, and I don't know if it's because I haven't expanded or what, but like I always have to go to Whitegate now to access my Whitegate, even after I've turned in coins to access it. And I don't get why. I'm not sure if anyone's aware of that. I feel like I should research that more and possibly make a video on that. Should upgrade my locker also. Although, I can't remember if you need, is it fame or missions? Maybe it's something about, yeah, you gotta get an upgrade then. I'll have to go check on my main. Because maybe it's just Cauliflow that has that issue, and there's something to it. Because that's what I thought. I thought you could access it everywhere. For whatever reason for her, though, since she's low on space, I always have to, notice I have to come here for whatever weird reason, like I'm in Juneau, like it won't let me access it. Except now that I'm in Whitegate, I kind of feel like going and doing Nizzle. Never finished doing the climb with her. No, I also never got I think, what was it I was I trying to go for, yeah, I think I was trying to go for Great Axe to get King's Justice. Oof. Clean this out, but this is actually 29 of 30. Actually, let me see if I can upgrade it now. So I can easily buy the coins to upgrade it if they'll let me. Sure. 4 mithril coins, okay. Yeah, okay, so that explains it. It's currently available for all. It is possible to extend it. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, who cares? Interesting, I was not aware of that. Huh. Learn something new every day. So you get less lease time if you can access it everywhere as opposed to... So that's still totally worth it. No, I don't want 41, just 4. Alright, I'm not going to keep expanding it. I will do that on my own personal time. Yeah, I did that with my main at one point where I just traded like 2 stacks of bronze coins, and yeah, it was like, had it open for like a year. Alright, so now I feel much better about my being able to access my locker everywhere. Like I said, it just really bothered me that I was like, I had to constantly come here and never think to check the NPC. Alright. Store this stuff, because what NPC's like? It's already maxed out on stones. Oh, whatever. 59 of 80. Alright, so... should I feel like I kind of want to go do Nizzle. I had the suggestion earlier to go do Dragoon. What do you guys want to see? Would you rather me do that or something else? Should I go through the process starting to unlock Dragoon? Quiet crowd. Let's see what the next one's gonna cost. Do Dragoon? Okay. Two gold pieces, okay. Alright, so let me pull up the quest then. Like I said, know it starts in Sandy. Apparently it starts in North Sandy. I thought it was Port. Huh. What position? Oh, actually, okay, no, that makes sense. There's apparently possible prerequisites. I speak to Havler. All right. Sound working? Hello. Testing. It is, but now it's extremely low. Okay, how's it sound now? Is the question. Testing. Hello? Okay. Alright, it sounds good to me. Let me know in the chat if the audio's off, because my headset died. So hopefully it's charging now, but I mean, I'll have to just make sure it's charged, fully charged before starting a stream next time. Hopefully this will suffice and not gonna get too much additional noise. Alright. Okay, I'm guessing then that should be good. now we go to port. Just do a live stream sometime. Just unlock all the remaining jobs. Just get all the remaining jobs unlocked. Alright, so apparently I'm supposed to get a cutscene from this guy. It says if you don't, okay. Apparently need to go to port. No, I'm not playing 14. I don't have a subscription. However, a friend of mine just recently updated and started playing it. And they did let me know about, like, Blue Mage. And it sounded quite interesting. But apparently Blue Mage can't be used in Duty Finder unless you have pre-made groups, considering it doesn't fit, like, the pre-designated roles as either, like, tank, healer, or DD. Plus it can only level to 50. I mean, it was kind of interesting. Although they did bring up the point about Blue Mage is able to have like 6 different sets of spells. Like they can set different sets of spells. It's like you should definitely have done that for 11. You know, that we can just have sets of spells just so that way we can quickly say, oh, I want set 1 or set 2. You know, be like, oh, I'm nuking. Let me go to my nuke set. Let me go to my, you know, physical TP set. So, hopefully that'll be something that they'll turn around and implement for 11. But that was interesting. All right, port. But yeah, I mean, Blue Mage did sound interesting in 14. It'd be interesting to hear more about it. Even though I've never been much of a Blue Mage guy myself. Just because of going out and having to farm the spells from mobs. I mean, the concept's great, don't get me wrong. I think the concept is a really cool concept. But in practice and doing all that, it's not exactly my cup of tea. But I do know, you know, like a powered up Blue Mage is a powerhouse. So. Alright, so talk to them. Apparently I gotta go into the dungeon. Yeah. How do you say that? You say they're moving away from their same formulaic system. I mean, personally, I haven't seen. I'm not saying it's not true. I just personally haven't really seen evidence of it. But then again, like I said, I haven't really done it. I mean, I guess Blue Mage with that kind of how it's changed, that is different. But because the biggest thing that I have about 14 issue with 14 is just that the bar keeps moving. And it's just constantly moving, and it's like, unless you are playing, I don't know, 20 plus hours a week, you can't keep up. Thing about 11, because it's horizontal progression as opposed to vertical progression, it's much easier to catch up, and then once you're, you know, pretty set, like, you're kind of there, and it's like whenever they do bring out upgrades, it's more like compliments and just like enhancements. It's not like, oh, now everything has just been replaced. I know I've talked about that many times on the channel. Oh, they are planning on doing other limited jobs? Like I said, I haven't been, since I'm not playing 14, I don't keep up on the any of the information. Oh. Yes, I thought there was something else. We're talking about Dragoon. Okay, there we go. That would be interesting. And that actually, yeah, that would, Beast would need to be, I think, a limited job. It'd be same kind of thing, and that's something you'd want to have in, like, Duty Finder. Something you have to level outside in the world. But they, yeah, Beast would be interesting. Yeah, the jobs do kind of blend together in 14. Because, yeah, everything kind of falls down more on roll. I mean, there's always that slight play difference. But, yeah, healers just gotta heal. Although Scholar is a little bit different, especially if you're really good with putting up shields. Heck, I remember being, when I was playing 14... I had a friend who was playing with Scholar and had a ridiculous Scholar, and I remember us doing Garuda Extreme with a bunch of people who'd never done it before, and I think this had been my first time to do it too. And the group was bad. But it was funny, the friend whose Scholar was so strong, would like use all their buffs and just give everyone ridiculous shields. There was times that, I can't remember if like you don't, I don't even remember the fight all that much, but remember if you don't, like, kill everything, like, it pops some ads or something, she'll do, like, a really nasty aerial blast, and it's supposed to be a wipe, but it didn't wipe us if, you know, the Scholar had all their buffs. Obviously, if we got to that phase and didn't have all their buffs to make ridiculous shields for everyone, we wiped. And we obviously did wipe. We didn't clear it, but it was still just ridiculous that it was like, oh, well, we didn't kill the things, we're gonna wipe, and then we didn't wipe because the shields kept us alive. It was pretty cool. I think I was probably on Ward.
Because I mostly played War and Tanked. I mean, I played everything, but it was mostly War. Since you did have to kind of more pick a main job. Because you could at best, keep up with 2 jobs? Anyway, I am not even sure where I'm supposed to go next. Okay, spoke to him. Oh, right. They even said, back to the cathedral. Now I gotta go get a pickaxe. Red Mage sounded cool from the concepts when they were saying it. Like I said, I've never actually played it. I had a friend though that said they enjoyed playing Sam. Alright, time to go get a pickaxe. I mean, yeah, but that's the thing. Like, every melee job in 14, you just, keep cycling through your combos. I mean, it's fun for a while, but, like, it's just not something you can... It's not a game that I feel you can keep on playing, because it just gets to be the same old thing over and over and over again. So... pickaxes. Probably Adelin's gonna be the best place to get them. No, I'm not spending that much bailed on a pickaxe. I think there's an NPC just out here that has it for Gil. Actually, let's warp. Hey Doom, how's it going? They really should. I don't know why they haven't, like, migrated. So it's like if you have an active 11 or 14 subscription, you have access to the other game. That's really what they should do at this point. I think their subscriptions just overall would go up and they'd make more money, is what I think. Be interesting. You could at least poll people if they'd be interested. Because the thing is, I have lots of friends that I know still play 14. If I had just a free subscription because I'm already paying for 11 subscription, it's like I could just log on occasionally. I would do it. We'll take a couple pickaxes just in case something breaks. freezing. It is cold outside. It was definitely cold when I had to go outside at work today, walking between buildings, and just that gust of wind. Ooh. Alright, so now we go to the maze, which actually, if I'm going to do that, I should use the book. Okay, so just go to the maze and just find an excavation point? Okay. Alright, so any excavation point works. Interesting. Hey Vuxseeds, welcome to the stream. So I'm not even sure where there are excavation points here. Oh, there's one. That was easy. Yay, wyvern egg. Oh, I agree. I mean, just... I think the biggest thing is that they have, you know, just so many jobs locked in certain roles. And I know, like, you can do stuff with, like, Duty Finder now where that's not the case, but I mean... I feel leaving it more open-ended for the players to decide would, you know, allow it to go much better. Alright, so I need to go back to Sandy. Sweet. I should have updated the stream before since we know what I'm doing. Oh, well, thank you, Fuxseed. Thank you for the donation. That is much appreciated. What's happening now? Not really much. Quick rundown. So, like I said, hopped on. I've obviously updated things. You can see I have webcam now. In terms of that, though, it was a little slow getting started just because of technical difficulties on many different fronts. Hopefully, we should be pretty solid and not have those problems going forward. Then, like I said before, I wanted to take a break from Blue Mage. I'll probably pick that back up next week where I was at before to continue to progress with Blue. So where am I going? Sandy. So then after that, was trying to figure out, you know, what should I do, and actually went and did treasure trove. I think the only real relevant piece I got out of treasure troves was this, but I was happy to get this because I needed a fast cast piece for blue, for body. So this was decent to get. Got some other just money stuff. Running away from the home point. Then after that, it was just like, okay, what should I do? Was deciding, and then, you know, a few people in the chat said, you know, go do Dragoon. So I was like, okay, well, I gotta go unlock it. So that's where we're at right now, unlocking Dragoon, and then gonna level Dragoon some. If they wanted me to level Dragoon now that, you know, Dragoon's jumps aren't tied together. They're all on independent timers now, which is pretty cool. Make Dragoon's TP gain and DPS jump up. Alright, so that's where we are. So currently just going through trying to unlock Dragoon. Like I said, we'll get back to the blue grind next time. I just wanted to kind of mix it up. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely played it. I have it leveled on my main, but I never got to, like, really sit down and play it. Because I think I leveled it back in Abyssia days. So, I mean, I think I probably would have likely had it to, like, 40. But, you know, it's not really playing it until you're getting it to 75 plus and really getting it to do, you know, bring it to events. And I've never really done anything with events. Like, I've messed around with it. It's definitely a fun and strong job. Like, it was really fun when you did get, was it Soul and Spirit Jump? Just do ridiculous damage, especially, when you multi-hit on the jumps. Alright, so then to the maze. I gotta go out to the mountains. K8. Alright, so back to the book. So it's a K8. It's like in the middle of the map. So would I be better off going to the outpost? Going to the canyon and then going there. Let's just go out there. What? Oh. Let's go to the book, not the hunting crystal. Okay, now Kate's not that bad. It's definitely worth going to the home point. Sobro Sam was fun. Didn't play Sam much, but did play it some, and it was fun leveling. Just that multi-hit. I think they're probably using the 119 Sobro, but I don't know. I've played with a lot of Sams that either have Aeonic or Masamune. Well, the nice thing about Sam, like all the Rimas it uses are useful and strong. Yeah, there's a 119 Sobro. I don't remember what exactly it's called, but yeah, there is a 119 version of it. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Actually, well, let me get the name of the NM. It's a Unity NM, so. It's likely gonna be under 2. Yeah, so volatile cluster. So this guy's the guy that drops it. Let me look it up. Alright, so K8. Since my pronunciation's so horrible, I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. This is the name of the weapon. That's the 119 Sobro. Its stats are, of course, Sam only. It's 169 damage, 450 delay, 27 accuracy. All the skills that you typically have on a 119 weapon. 5 subtle blow, 15 weapon skill accuracy. The occasional attack twice or thrice, and then 1 to 7 strength based on your unity. So yeah, it's a pretty good weapon. Okay, so G8. Keep rolling east. Look for a question mark near the base of the spine. So I actually might need to go down the other side. Shit, and how much? Do you know how much store TP you're rocking on your Sam with Mass Moon? Just out of curiosity. I'm also wondering, are you in like a 4-hit build or 5-hit build? Like, what's your build with that? Wait, so I passed it, so... Going at K8. Wow. How do I get all turned around? Yeah, I don't know much about current Sam, but I mean, I've obviously played with, you know, Sams for, but in like in Abyssia, or not Abyssia, Ambuscade, you know, partied up with them, and you know, they do quite well. knew it was this close to the castle. I just want to warp to the castle. 4-hit build? Yeah, I figured you'd have to have a lot for a 4-hit build. No, 4-hit build would be ridiculous. That means you only need to hit the mob 3 times after a weapon skill for TP. Trade the egg. I don't remember. I'm not gonna pull up the... A Durgan! Alright, getting close to being done. Alright, so back to Sandy. Faster to use the crystal. say he was at H9. Let's just use wide scan. Alright, now time for the PCNM. It's be interesting to see how far I get with Dragoon. Not obviously going to be able to stay up too late. I do have work tomorrow. Have to figure out how I want to do adjustments to improve the webcam. As I'm looking at that, it's capped for war. I believe all my skill except for range attacks are capped on war. Yeah. Yep. Like I said, everything but range attacks. Obviously, war doesn't get great katana skill. That's only from Sam Sub. Yeah, it's always nice to have a cap skill on a new job. Trying to think, did I believe I have impulse drive also? Like I already have it unlocked, I think. Not that I think impulse drive was ever really worth using unless you're like proccing or something. Let's see. Should have a pole arm somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. Am I going the right way? Yes. No. I mean, I'll just go get some Sparks gear. And that's typically just the way to go. You just level too fast nowadays. I mean, I'm not taking it to level cap tonight. That's definitely not happening. And like I said, I'm going to be picking up blue in the future, so it's probably going to be a while before I try and really do anything serious with it, but we'll see. I wasn't trying or planning to level Dragoon. It was kind of just a spur of the moment type thing. Ah. Just one hit. I mean, I know it's like a level 40 mob, but still. How come my character's like running in place? What? The heck? My character's still there running. Like... So what to name him? George? George. George the Wyvern. Bro. Let's go with Raiden. Like how I'm still running in place. Like, what is going on? Like, what? Yeah, burn those calories. Just keep running in place. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I've seen like a cutscene where your character's just sitting there running in place. Alright. Get to kill my, was it my tricycle? Oh, excuse me. Oh, Mog tablets. Yeah, I should just do like a stream. Maybe like my next stream where I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Just go and like unlock all the jobs. Like that'll be the stream. Just unlock all the remaining jobs. What am I doing? I don't need gear because I'm gonna get that from the Sparks guy. Right. I want to send the S-Jed ring and get another one. Actually, let me get this stuff back. Stuff can sit there a minute. Yeah, there are just so many things with this game. It is hard to keep it all straight and organized. Woods, Sparks NPCs, plus Signet. I'm just gonna get the leather stuff. I'll just be naked for 1 through 7. Let's just roll with that. And I can't remember. I wasn't sure if I had a low-level grip. Nice. I need to finish cooking on my main also. I'm actually the same thing. I think I was at 96 when I stopped. I'm probably like 98 now on my main. And that's even with coming back over a year, well over a year ago. Probably actually getting closer to 2 years since I've come back. And I just haven't even bothered playing. I don't even know. What is the cap for craft? Is it 120 or is it just 110 still? I don't know. I know they upped the max level for crafting. I'm just not sure if it, like I said, if it's 110 or 220. No, that's electricity. 110 or 120. Well, yeah, it sounds like you're pretty set then. If you have every job geared to 119, except for 2. I think you'd even be able to have those 2 jobs geared to 119. Maybe not geared well, but I mean, if you have every other job geared to 119, I feel like you should be able to have gear that would carry over. Well, luckily, I mean, that's still a lot to do, your 20k Alex, but it's significantly easier and cheaper. I mean, on this server, Alex is it's less than 6k for a single. Plus, you can get easily a month, what was it, 1,750 Alex just from Ambuscade alone. Plus, then you can also do, what was it, the salvaged 2 runs. And you can do that, well, some of them you can do as much as you want, but the really good one, is it Silver Sea Remnant? You can do that once a day, and then easily you can get 100 out of that per day. So it's a lot, but I mean, if you're that far into it, you have a lot of just the BS out of the way. Like with the assaults and stuff, so you're not that terribly far off from getting Burt Gang nowadays, because it's just so much easier to get stuff. Whatever. You can kill it. Not. Come on, guys. I don't think I have anything else. Oh yes, Ambuscade. What is it? It's like I said, 1,750 just from regular hallmarks a month that you can obtain, and then I believe you can get another 750 on top of that when it's the gallantry, which happens once every 3 months. So that's, like I said, it's a good way to obtain it. Yeah, making mythics are now like substantially easier than it used to be. Because what is it? I mean, one, Gil is so much easier to make nowadays, and plus, Alex, like I said, now at least on this server is about 6k or less than 6k. It's not down to 5k even per Alex. I know back in the day, when, you know, it was 75 was the cap. Gosh, Alex was selling for what, like 13 to maybe 20k for a single, so, and Gil was harder to make. And Gil's so much easier to make, and now it's cheaper, so yeah, you're not honestly terribly far off for only needing 20k Alex. Basically you do Ambuscade, and every time you clear Ambuscade, you get points. You'll get hallmarks, depending on the difficulty you do, and then you get gallantry, depending on the difficulty you do, plus how many player characters that are with you. Because if you go in and solo it, you don't get any gallantry. You get max gallantry doing it with a full party of 6 people. And then when you clear it, you get points. and then you can just talk to the NPC, and then you turn in the points for whatever your rewards you want. And there's just a ton of different stuff, like any type of relic currency, like you have heavy metal plates, rift cinder. Like the NPC has all that, and you can just trade your points in for that. And the only cap is the cap amount of stuff you can get for rewards. Yeah, like I said, it's less than 6K on this server currently. I don't know how much it is on other servers, obviously, but yeah, it's honestly not that hard. I never thought I would do a mythic. You know, I'm talking back in 75 days. I'm like, that's just way too much effort. But since coming back, and now that we're in, you know, 119 days, I've already made a Nirvana on my main, and yeah, it's a lot of work, just like all Rimas, but it wasn't too bad. Should probably move to another zone now. Maybe just stay. I'll stay here till 14 and just jump to what's it called? I should have gone to Sandy. Although, since you do all the Dragoon quest stuff in Sandy. Well, I mean, they're gonna demand Rimas. Well, I mean, it is Asura. They demand Rimas for everything. But, you can definitely get in a group without a Rima. You're just probably not gonna get into, difficult or very difficult. You could also obviously get in a group if you build it yourself. But if you look for, like, a normal group, you should be able to get in there without having, you know, a Rima. Why am I... Not sure why I'm down here. Should be heading north. Although, I'm probably just gonna use a warp ring soon. Yeah, don't be afraid to jump in with a group that's like spamming out easy and just do that until you know, kind of get your feet wet. You know, get comfortable with what's going on, and then, you know, ramp up the difficulty. VDs can actually be quite difficult. You do basically want to be top end to be doing VD, and in some cases, depending on the month, even difficult. But from what people are saying, and from what I kind of remember, that this month's ambuscade is actually easy. Ooh. Not gotten my Unity chat stuff. Knock that out. Didn't realize I was going to leave at 14. Already passed it. The thing about, yeah, 119, I mean, since 119 is literally the top gear, but not all 119 gear is created equal. All the best gear for 119 is either going to come from Ambuscade, Sky, Ryzenjima, or it's going to be Artifact and Relic +3 that you get from Omen and Dynamis. And obviously Omen gear and stuff. And then there are utility pieces that obviously you can get from all over the place. But typically the best main armor pieces are going to come from like those 5 things. Is Ambuscade, Sky, Ryzenjima, Omen, and Dynamis. The new Dynamis, that is. Yes, 119 is extremely broad. Because the funny thing is, like, there's 119 gear that I honestly don't think it should be 119. It should be, I don't know, 125 or something like that. But I think the main reason they do that is it keeps your trusts, you know, where they're at with 119. Like, I know they've done stuff to advance them, but it pretty much, you know, doesn't let them really level up and just become too strong. And I think the big thing is they didn't want trust to really carry. So I think they just are like, oh, 119 is going to be the cap. Well, actually, no. So, once you hit 99, your trusts are then 99, but the thing is, as soon as your item level changes, your trust you'll see their HP adjust, you know, a few seconds later. Like, there is a little bit of a lag, but you can see, you could be in like 99 and then literally hit a macro and go into your 119 gear, and you'll see your trust's HP, max HP go up. So whatever item level the person who summoned the trust is what level the trusts are to their level. Unless, of course, you did the quest where they can actually be higher. But that's, yeah, that's a whole nother spiel to get into and explain about. So the trust can actually be 119. But I'm saying, I think the reason they haven't made, like, the higher level gear, that, like I said, there's gear in the game that I feel should be, like, 125, 129, but it's still just labeled 119. And I think the reason they don't increase it up, because then that would make your trust stronger, and they didn't want to do that. So I think they're just keeping it 119 as the highest, even though not all 119 gear is created equal. Like, there's some 119 gear that probably shouldn't even be 119 gear, to be honest. But yeah, but when you're coming back and you're still, like, leveling up, hitting 99, and then the big thing is just to get 119 however you can first, then start progressing to the, you know, the better and top-end gear. Well, I mean, trusts are gonna die. That's kind of what they do. Like, it's not uncommon for your trust to drop. Running all over the place. No mobs around. I got a better spear, right? But I think it was only, yeah. Still using the level 1 spear, even though was it level 7 spear's not even going to be that much better. Yeah, but you can get so you can get your Relic and AF to 119, but it's likely then what? Your Relic and AF is whatever the new name plus 1. You can actually go through Omen and there's like you have to beat Omen bosses, and you actually have to farm a lot of these cards, job cards. They're whatever class. I'll show you. Like, I have some for Blue Mage on me. So you get these, and you need a bunch of them if you're gonna upgrade them. But you can upgrade your artifact gear to +3, which in some cases it would be, I hate using the term best in slot, but there's definitely artifact pieces that are, I would say, best in slot, that are +3. And there's a substantial stat difference between like the +1 and +3 versions. It's a pretty big jump. Same thing for Relic. But Relic you do through the new Dynamis Divergence, where Artifact you do through Omen. Yes, Omen is, I mean, Omen at this point is probably slightly over a year old, but it is new-ish content. The only thing newer than Omen, really, besides the minor updates, is going to be Dynamis Divergent. That's the only newer, like, major content. It takes a lot of work, and not even beyond just the work. The gear's also expensive. You need to buy, like, certain crafting materials and certain things, and it's just expensive. Like, I think pretty much for all the jobs, you need a crafter, you need an item crafted. But the base item, because it's like example, you would take a log and make a piece of lumber, and then you turn in the lumber with the rest of the artifact pieces and the cards to upgrade it. But like the lumber, you can just buy from the guild for whatever corresponding guild, but it's like 1 million gil to the NPC. So it can get pricey. It can cost up to like 5 to 10 mil to upgrade a piece to +3. Just saying. Just, you know. But it is totally worth it, because like I said, they can be just the best pieces. Well, it depends. Oh, you can totally solo Omen for card farming. I even have videos on my channel showing that, and I've done it for live streams. And you don't have to be too high-end. You're not obviously going to hit all the objectives to get all the potential cards. You can get, if you're doing it solo, obviously if you go in with a group, and the group's set up right, you can hit all the potential chances to, you know, get cards in the run. But you can totally solo cards by yourself. Omen bosses, on the other hand, you typically are going to need a party of at least 4 people, more likely 6. You can take more than 6 in, you can take up to a full alliance, but most Omen bosses can easily be defeated with just 6 people. And to upgrade whatever pieces to a +3, you do need to defeat an Omen boss, because the boss will drop an item that's needed for the upgrade. But, Omen's not too hard. Too much junk. Haven't been paying attention yet. Basically 22. Well, that's the thing. You're saying you have Aegis and O chain for Paladin. If your Aegis is 99 and your O chain's 90, which I would assume they are, if not, I would go through and upgrade them. If you already have them, it shouldn't be that hard to get them. Well, obviously O chain is 90. You can't have O chain unless it's 90, or is it at 85? Well, regardless, technically, then you are a Rima Paladin. Because people aren't, you know, asking Paladins to come and expecting them to have Excalibur or Burt Gang. There are times where they will expect you to have Burt Gang, but that's like for ridiculous top-end stuff. You definitely don't need that stuff for Omen bosses and stuff. You're definitely, if you have Aegis and O chain, as long as you're at like 50% damage taken cap, you should be able to handle most things tanking in Paladin. Like Cauliflower, this character's Paladin. I don't even have Aegis and O chain, and Aegis is the next thing that I'm going to be working on for that, and I should have probably obtained it by now, but and I've tanked VD ambuscades. You can definitely do it. Granted, she does have the full +1 sovereign set, which is very solid pieces, but again, you shouldn't have a hard time getting a party to even just go get them, and you could even tank the mobs for it. But that would be, besides getting Burt Gang, that would be the other big things if you don't have it, is getting the Sovereign +1 set here. Pull up the set. Macros. So this stuff is like some of the best stuff you can get for, you know, Paladin. You get all the abjurations for this drop from Sky, and then you can just buy the cursed gear off of the auction house. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it sounds like you're saying Paladin is your main. So, considering that, you shouldn't have a terrible time, you know, getting it geared and set up, because Paladin is a very desired job. It's not that hard as long as you're at 50% damage taken cap in some way, shape, or form. Plus having Aegis and O-Chain on top of that really helps. You should be able to handle pretty much everything that you would really need to progress your character to be top end, where you can then literally just tank everything. Yeah, you're pretty set then. Like I said, the next pieces that I would work on is I would try and get the sovereign pieces, because they are just ridiculous. Like Cauliflower's HP and my full sovereign set's like 3,500, which is really nice. The server I'm playing on is on Asura, and I'm playing on PC. You can only play it on PC now. I know it used to be on consoles, but now it's PC only. They dropped console support. I mean, I would mainly just try and get Sovereign, and then after that, just put all your focus on Burt Gang, all your energy and gil into getting Burt Gang. After getting, you know, Sovereign +1. And like I said, you considering what you said for your gear, you should honestly have no problems tanking the Estus Sky NMs that drop it. You would obviously need a group to do it, because you're not going to solo it on Paladin. But, I'm trying to, let me see. I'll give you the names of the NMs. I know, what is it? Packets is the tier 3, which is the easiest tier 3 from Estus Sky. He drops the Bushin body. Only thing about the tier 3s are they're like 600k pop. You can get the pops off there from Delve and some other places, but Delve's one of the easiest places to get it. Alright, let's see. Alright, I should probably move. Actually, I just saw the band is off. Yeah, let me warp and move, plus make some space. NPC some stuff. Where are you? Was it Asita? So essentially the pudding, the tier 1 pudding from Sky drops the feet. Ruo, which is a Catare, which is a somewhat annoying mob, but it's still just a tier 1. With a group, you should easily smash that. That drops the hands. Then Hanby and Palia are tier 2s. They're not too bad, although getting the pop items, it's Unity NM items for the pop items for them. So it can be a little annoying farming them, but Hamby drops the legs with the bird dropping the headpiece, and then like I said, and then Packets or whatever its name is. It's like the whale thing. That's the tier 3 and drops the body. You remember having a beast pet that tanked as well? Was it? Tanks some bosses, riding Jima and Asura, but honestly I've forgotten what they were. Yeah, I used to play on PS2 also. It's where I started, and kind of playing, I mean, I'm obviously playing on PC, but I literally have it set up basically the same way, like I would be still playing on console. So I have my PS2 controller here. Good old wired PS2 controller. Still playing that, and then yeah, just have keyboard. Sit back on the couch and have some fun. Sell all this stuff. Don't care. probably go check. I can get. I'm sure I get a better weapon. That's for sure. Well, thank you. You're still tanking, though. You still got to be able to hold hate, is the thing about that. I mean, yeah, a top-end paladin can tank most stuff, and it's basically like the mobs tickling the paladin at this point. But, I mean, you still got to be able to hold hate. I've seen, like, paladins with over 3k HP that can't hold hate. That's just because they don't have a good immunity set. And, obviously, if you're not holding hate, all that defense gear and having it so basically the mob's tickling you isn't really doing any good if it's hitting all your allies. So, you know, as long as you can keep the mob's attention, even though that, you know, like I said, it's like the mob's tickling you, you know, it makes it easy to clear the content. Did I type it wrong? Wow. Alright, that should help a little more with space. I'm just gonna sell this spear now, because I know I can get a better one. Well, if you're super tanking it and they have someone else tanking it for the mobs, I'd say yeah, you have pretty solid gear. Yeah, my focus would be, like I said, to try and get the Sovereign set. Then, like I said, put all your attention in Burt Gang, because at that point, your Paladin's gonna be top end and can literally tank anything in the game, and no one's gonna, you know, like not take you. Like if someone's shouting and they're like, "Oh, we need a Paladin." If you have a Burt Gang and O-Chain and Aegis, they're gonna take you. There's 24, but I'm still only 23. Take it anyway. Let's see, do I have a... I don't think I have a low-level grip on me. I know I have one somewhere. Well, Thief can actually do ridiculous damage if they are top-end gear. Rudra Storm is just ridiculous damage. And dancers can do ridiculous also. I mean, it just can be really high damage. High damage output. I mean, Beast can do too, but I mean, I don't see Beast used for much anymore, except for really AoE, unless it's like a Beast party. If you're doing like a full Beast party, you see that, but I don't even know much about Beast. I've never really played Beast. Like, I have it leveled on my main, but I never like leveled it back in the day the way Beasts really did. I believe it was, I just took it through Abyssia. So like, I can't really say much about Beasts. I haven't really partied with Beasts too much. That is out of my personal scope. I mean, people always go back and forth trying to be like, oh, well, you know, which, you know, mythic or whatever, you know, what I should make, and be like, people say this. I think you should make whatever, you know, you want to make. I don't feel like you should necessarily always try and follow the, you know, what the mainstream says, because often by going and trying your own thing, you can, you know, like, the only way people are going to find if something's better than what's the current meta is by trying different things. So, I mean, I just always encourage whenever someone's like, oh, I don't know which, you know, Relic or Aeonic. Like, I've definitely, when I first came back within the shell, there was one guy who was like, which Aeonic should I do? And it's like, what job do you want to play? Whatever job you want to play, you should probably go for that Aeonic then and get that one. And he's like, well, he's like, what? He wanted someone to be like, oh, go make Dagger or go make Great Katana or whatever. Is basically what he wanted someone to tell him. It's like, what do you want to play, man? It's like, that's what you should go for. And there was multiple people in the show that were telling him that. It's like, what do you want to do? And then he was just mentioning some jobs, and people would be like, oh, well, that's a good one. That one's, you know, just okay. But do what you really want to do. I mean, well, Rima's, what's Thief's Rima's? I mean, it's, Relic is, was it Mandal? Empyrean is, was it, it's like, I don't know what, it starts with, it's like TW, it's like Watch Stature or something like that. I can't remember, it's the Empyrean. I don't know what the name of the Mythic is, but that would be whatever one that does, God, what is that weapon skill? Mandalic Stab, whatever mythic it is for the weapon that gives you Mandalic Stab, is mythic, and then Aeonic is, oh god, what is that one? Aeonic Dagger, that was ridiculous. I have that on my main. Ooh. What's the other nice thing about Aeonic Dagger is Thief, Dancer, and Bard all can use it. Yeah, Thief is a fun job. I enjoy playing Thief. No, it was it's here. I thought that. Jim, I think the weapon you just said that's Rune Fencer's Oberer weapon, I believe. I know everyone refers to the Thief Aeonic as Anus, but just 'cause how it's spelled. What is it? Now I need to. Yeah, Anus, I guess. I don't know. Again, we know I'm horrible at pronunciation here. That's Aeonic's proper spelling. Mess with these guys just yet. Well, Dancer is a really strong. I've been in ambuscade with some Dancers that are just doing redonkulous damage, especially ones that have Mythic. I don't know much about Dancers, weapon, Mythic weapon and everything, but like seen them have it and they can just do ridiculous damage. Not to mention, I mean, even if you're not the if it's not the DPS that's starting it, I mean, regardless of who's starting it, DPS slots fill up in the party really quick. It's, typically, what is it? It's either Bard, Geo, Tank, or Healer are always the slots that have trouble getting filled. What the heck just happened? I just thought, I never did yet. I'm doing all this time and haven't had my pet out. Ooh. Good old petrify. I might be dead. Yeah, that's the sad part is TH isn't even really like used or even like sought after anymore. Because most high-end content at this point is just, yeah, I'm dead. Can't petrify. So close too, but, yeah, because, like, what was it, like, Rising Jima and Estia and all those, all those zones, whenever you kill a mob, it's a guaranteed 1 item drop. I know you can have TH and sometimes get 2, but even if you go there and get TH10, it very often doesn't even, like, help push it up. So, yeah. Hi, Dominic. Welcome to the stream. Nothing wrong with being new here. We're all new to some place at some point in time. Yeah, I like too. Like I mainly just use support trusts. Leveling's a little different than when I'm doing high, you know, end game content. End game content, I pretty much am always relying on support trusts because they just don't put out much damage. I mean, there's some exceptions, but leveling though, I try and rely on just the power of black mages. Ah. Oh, it's fine anyway. She runs. I just realized I hit, what was it? That a while ago. Well, they still don't really know how to conserve MP. Shantato 2, though, only casts tier 1 nukes, but I swear she's at, like, the magic attack cap or whatever. Because even though she only casts tier 1s, she does ridiculous damage. And considering she's only casting tier 1s, they just cast really fast. And, yeah, she just doesn't have MP problems because she only casts tier 1s. Other black mages, yeah, they definitely run out of MP. It would be cool if they allowed you to do it so you could like program the AIs, be like, okay, I want you to focus on this. That would be cool if you could set gambits like you could in 12. But yeah, if you want to, like I said, for you end game nuker, Shantato 2. The only sad part about that is she's not easy to obtain. Well, she's not hard to obtain, but she's only available at limited times. So it's not like you can just go out and get her. You gotta wait until they make her available. And then you typically, I think you pretty much can always just get her with login points. But you gotta wait until she's available, which is annoying. Do I want to mess with the weapon? Yeah, let's try. I mean, it depends on how you're dual boxing. Might have to switch controllers, because like when I've dual boxed, it's using 2 different computers. I've used like a friend's account and done it back in the day. I don't ever do it anymore. Wasn't sure when they were referring to it, they were probably talking about using like third-party programs to help with that too. Dominic, you're saying, can you get pointers? I'm not sure exactly what you're looking for. Create a new YouTube channel and posted stuff, you know, from your training camps and stuff. I mean, the biggest thing, if you're asking just for, you know, tips for how to be successful on YouTube, the biggest thing that I can suggest is just to be consistent. If you look back through my channel, I've been posting stuff for over 5 years, but it wasn't always consistent until about last year, and I've had the most growth when I've been, you know, like consistently posting stuff. That's really what it comes down to, is just be consistent with whatever you're doing, because that way your fans and viewers, you know when you're gonna post stuff. And that's probably the best advice I can give you without having more information. Yep. Countless gamers said, yep, being consistent is the key on YouTube. Just like literally, just be consistent. Be like, okay, I'm gonna put videos out on, you know, these days at these times, and just do your best to stick to those days and times. I mean, obviously you can miss a video here and there, but do your absolute best not to miss any. And that is how you're gonna get the biggest success and growth. I mean, I've seen people suggest, oh, you should buy viewers and buy subscribers and stuff. Don't do that. That is literally just throwing your money down the drain, and it doesn't honestly help you. If anything, it can potentially hurt you, especially when people know to look for it. Just literally just be consistent with your content, and you will have success. Just put in the time. Yeah, like I said, just be consistent with your content, and I promise you, you'll have success sooner or later. And just the more content you put out there, the easier it is for people to find you. The more people that find you, the more it's going to get shared out, and the more views you'll get, the higher you'll start ranking. And just everything works that way. Like a lot of people try and tell you to chase other stuff and try doing all this different stuff, because I've done other stuff. For a while I was trying to do internet marketing. I've had other channels that was involved with that. Tried, like, you know, buying subscribers, buying views. That stuff doesn't work. I straight up tell you, it doesn't work. It is a waste of time. It is a waste of money. Just focus on creating content for your channel and be consistent, and you'll have success. That's honestly the best advice I can give you. I should resummon Apuru, because no MP is going to be a bad thing. When your white mage doesn't have MP and you pull a mob, you're gonna have a bad time. Happy to help. making decent progress. Already level 30. Should probably make some macros. Actually have Berserk now too. Nice. Nope. Rhapsody was literally the end in terms of story stuff, and I don't think, as of now, they have any intention of doing anything more. I mean, 11 seems to be picking up in popularity. Like, the player base is now starting to grow again. So, I mean, if it continually grows and SE sees it as, you know, a potential, you know, money-making opportunity that's worth their time, energy, and effort, and putting their, you know, developers on it, we may get something. Even if that does happen, I don't see it happening for another year or two, but who knows, considering they just had that one 11 convention in Japan. You are tapped again? If you're talking about the 11 mobile game, I believe that's already out, but it's in Japan only. And it's completely separate from, I mean, it takes place in, like, Vana'diel's universe, or Final Fantasy XI's universe, but it's not in any way tied to, like, 11, besides it being in, you know, the same universe and having, you know, same character, a lot of the same characters in it, from my understanding. And I don't think they had any intention of releasing it, you know, the US side. I would actually like to see that too, Trinity. And I've thought about it, and you could definitely do it. They could definitely make a single player 11, like do a remake and make it single player for, like, you know, newer consoles. I don't know how likely that's to happen. Obviously, I think it's extremely unlikely, but I mean, I think it's something that could be done, and it would be really cool to see. What I'd like to see is more of a game where it's like, kind of like it's a single player game. Well, not, I mean, you could have it multiplayer, but it's like, obviously it's designed more around single player, and like you said, be on you know, newer platform. But they add it so it's like people can join in So you could have your friends, you know, like you invite them, they come in and they can join your party, obviously, and then you can go and play, do stuff together, and then, you know, that would be something cool to see. You can make it like single player, but also do it multiplayer of a network where you can invite your friends. Instead of it being we connect to a server, you know, you just have it all run console side. You wouldn't need a server then if you did it that way. And just had, you know, people network and play. That would be cool to see, especially if it was done like 11. The heck? I do like how I've like not used my Wyvern at all since I've been leveling Dragoon tonight. Didn't call before, then ended up calling it, then got petrified. I don't think I ever hit it, and I don't think the Wyvern ever even attacked the Cockatrice. So let's get revenge. Do some August anyway, so he'll be a little higher level. I have full HP and MP. I just thought that yeah. It's just ridiculous how fast you can level nowadays. I'm honestly not even going that fast comparatively to what you can do. It just blows out of the water what it was like, you know, back in 75 days. Alright, let's head to the Citadel. I don't know, what even time is it? Ah! It's 11:15? Should probably go to sleep, but I'm gonna go a little bit longer. Work is not gonna be fun tomorrow. Although, it should hopefully be an easy day. We're almost finished on the one site I'm going to be working at, and then we're going to be moving to another site on Monday, most likely. So it might be a short day if we finish early. Get all our work done. There's no such thing as flying mounts in 11, and no, there's not controllable airships. They do have mounts that you can summon essentially wherever, as long as it's not like a dungeon. You can even summon it in like areas where you couldn't have stuff before, like up in like Zarkabard. You can you know, ride around on a mount out there. You just need to do the quest, and you can get a mount. Like obviously I'm on a Fenrir mount right now. You just need to do the mount quest unlock, and then after that you can just unlock other mounts, and they all just act the same. Just nice that you can just summon them wherever you want. There's only just a minute cooldown. They do follow the same thing as like Chocobos though, where you have to be level 20 to ride them. Yeah, 14 did have flying mounts with, was it Heaven's Ward? But yeah, no, there's no flying mounts, and yeah, there's no controllable airships. Should get the training just for extra XP. Yes, bring it on. Oops. Why am I missing so much? Checking his low evasion. Actually get my visor now. Actually maybe do something for us. Although it's my own fault for not doing anything. Well, that's cool. Congrats on getting, you know, boots and peacock amulet. That's awesome, goal post. jump? I don't know anything about fishing. I'm sure there are. Whatever fish are used for sublime sushi, I'm sure would, you know, fetch a decent point. I'm sure there are fish that make, you know, decent money, but I'm not the person to talk about it. I mean, Z2's good. He's probably him and Iroha 2 are definitely my favorite DD melees, but I feel just for low levels, just going Black Mage heavy tends to just work a little better. Especially since I don't really have, like, support in here that's, like, giving us haste. You know, really buffing the party that's going to be buffing him too. So just going with, like, nuking. But, yeah, if I was going with a melee party, I typically have him out. Especially with the fact that he throws stuns out. Those stuns are nice. I would not be surprised if they don't have something like Abyssia, you know, another version of kind of Abyssia come out. I think that is going to happen. I don't think it's going to be anywhere near as extensive as Abyssia was, but considering, like I said, it was probably a little over a year ago, or no, it was more than probably 2 years ago, that they released Omen. And the whole point of Omen was to, you know, upgrade your artifact gear to, you know, essentially be top-end gear. And then they released Dynamis Divergence, and that's had, you know, multiple releases since that's come out. And that's taken Relic Armor and made that top-end relevant gear. I know they're going to be doing the same thing with Empyrean gear at some point. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do something like, you know, a second version of Abyssia 2. But to get a comparison like that, if they did anything like that, it's probably going to be scaled down the same way how like the original Dynamis is compared to Dynamis Divergence. There's definitely a scale down to that, even though it's higher level content. Just like in terms of size and just how, I mean, obviously there's new mechanics, but it's hard to explain. I don't know if anyone's following, but yeah. I mean, it depends. Koopa Free gives you a 10% XP buff. So, a good way to kind of look at it is if, are you going to be killing, is your DD going to help you kill more than 10% faster than if you had you know, is he going to speed up your kill speed more than 10% by swapping him out? Obviously, if the answer is yes, then it would be better off if he is. If the answer is no, then no. So, I mean, it's situational. I feel for really low levels, it's typically worth it to have him. Like, I had him summoned when I, you know, was leveling from, like, 1 to 15. But once you get to this point, and you know, you need a tank, and like, because even when I'm going from like 1 to 15 in the first turn, I don't even pull a healer out. I don't pull a tank out. You don't need that. You just blow everything up so fast. You know, typically you were going 1 to 10 back in the day solo anyway. So doing it with a full party of 6, even if they're just trusts, it you know, goes pretty quick. All right, so. I need one more bat. Make sure you stay over there, Mr. Beetle. Yeah, but we're definitely in the minority, and like, because I enjoyed Abyssia. I know a lot of people didn't, though. Is the thing, and obviously they're welcome to the opinion. I understand why a lot of people left. I understand why a lot of people didn't like it, because that was actually the first time since 11's release that it, you know, went to vertical progression instead of horizontal progression, which is what would happen with all its expansions previously. But I personally enjoyed it. I thought that a lot of stuff they did was, you know, like a fresh take on it. Definitely made it so you didn't need as many people to do things. But like I said, I also get all the reasons why people didn't like it. So, but I mean, I'm in the minority there that I personally liked the business. Had a lot of fun with the, you know, friends who stuck around after that. And, you know, did stuff, getting Empyrean weapons and everything. And it was enjoyable for myself. Well, I left after Abyssia. I left right when Adeline was gonna drop because they announced with Adeline, oh, we're going to be doing item level stuff. And so when I heard it was like, you're gonna be doing item level stuff, that means if you're literally making stuff item level, that means all my current gear is irrelevant. At least with Abyssia, if you were a high-end 75, yes, there was gear in Abyssia, and if once you got it all, it would replace all that. But your 75 gear was still somewhat relevant. Once you started going to item level gear, it makes all your old gear completely irrelevant. Careful with auto run, don't fall down the hole. But so yeah, once they announced like the Adeline release and it was gonna be item level, that's I stopped playing then. That's when I quit. And like I said, I probably came back about 2 years now at this point. Came back to it. That's true. Sitting in Dragon's Aerie trying to get Fafnir or Nid, that was never fun. Alright guys, I'd love to keep going. I've definitely been enjoying, you know, chat and everything, but it's getting late. My band wore off. Yeah, it's 11:30. I have to be to work at 7:30, so I essentially have 8 hours until I have to be down at work, and I'm not even sure the exact location I'm going to because it's an off-site place that I haven't been to yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream just to give everyone a little heads up. I am planning on Saturday to actually start playing through what is it, the first Kingdom Hearts. I'm gonna try and do some streams on different times, get through Kingdom Hearts because Cage 3 is gonna come out and I'm definitely interested in planning on streaming that. So, but I'm gonna continue doing 11 stuff. Don't worry, that's not going anywhere. I'm gonna continue to stream on Thursdays. Friday's gonna continually have the my 11 videos come out. Trying to work on other stuff. Going to try, I've been talking about for a very long time doing job stuff, but those are a big tail. I'm gonna hopefully try and have them out. Well, have the first one that I'll do for a job guide come out hopefully in like a month or two. But yeah, stuff's coming for the channel. Gonna keep progressing it. Always open to suggestions. If anyone has suggestions for, you know, things to help to improve the channel, feel free to leave a comment about that. But yeah, guys, have a good night. Hope to see you guys all soon, and as always, may you have success in all you do. What is this? It's not my thing, but some streamers are watching a great Kingdom Hearts movie instead of playing the games. No, thank you. I'll play the games. Games were definitely a lot of fun. But yep, I'm out, guys. Have a good night.